This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, well, as you guys can see by this intro, we are playing the Stanley Parable. Now, I'm not playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe because I don't have that version. There we go, turn my mouse sensitivity up a little bit. But, this is just the original Stanley Parable. And, yeah, I let the entire intro play. We 427, yep. That's our employee number. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
See, I
window.
watched a video and I
No matter
saw
how
some
hard
guy
Stanley looked, he
climb
couldn't
up
find
and
a
jump out a
trace of
window,
his
but I can't do it.
co-workers.
Alright, well, meeting room. Where's the meeting room at? I don't know where it's at. Oh, I can do that. Can you do this one too? Can. What?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Yeah,
he
the door's
entered
closed
the
behind
door on
me.
his left.
But what if I go on the right one? What happens if I go on the right door? Should I go on the right door? I'm gonna go on the right door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
Yes, the
lounge
employee
first,
lounge.
just to
Well,
admire it.
I love the employee lounge. It's amazing. Here it is.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been
Cold
worth the detour after all,
drinks.
just to spend a few moments
We
here in
got
this
some
immaculate,
waters, it looks like, and then some other
beautifully
ones.
constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee pot.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. You know what?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight
I
ahead to
think,
the opposite
if I remember
door,
correctly, there are
and got
multiple
back on
endings in
track.
this, so I won't go down that yet. So I won't go down that thing yet, but I want to. Okay. This must be the meeting room then. Yes.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Tips for
either.
not getting fired.
Feeling a
Talk
wave
less.
of disbelief,
Do
Stanley
unbelievably
decided to
amazing
go
work
up to his boss's
all the
office,
time. Oh,
hoping
okay.
he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Gonna pop inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Oh man, I'm too slow to read that. Oh well. Oh. Let's go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
I think
Stanley
I followed
walked
all the
upstairs
instructions
to
that it
his
says
boss's office.
for this first episode of this video, and then I'll just kind of like, I don't know. I think I'll just follow like the opposite in the next one. All right. Mouse sensitivity so low. Executive bathroom. I want to see the executive bathroom. Oh man. All right. Is computer on? Not. In this office. What's this? Is that another office? I know this is an office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course,
8.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known
Yeah,
this.
there we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keyboard,
Yeah,
Stanley
just
happened
pressing
to
random
input the
buttons.
correct
I don't need to do a lot of talking in this game, do I?
Amazing.
Alright,
He
I
stepped
don't have to
into
follow
the
them there.
newly opened passageway.
I believe there are 2 endings you can go down this path, but we're gonna follow his instructions. Ooh, scary elevator. Actually, real quick, I need to turn up my brightness so I can see. Ah, much better. There we go. Going down the elevator. Loading, 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 loading. Yep. Guys, I think it's loading. Just a hunch there that it might be loading. Who knows? Anyway, let's load. Come on. You got this. Don't fail on me now. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did
No,
he
don't do
feel
that.
this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh no, I can't see anything. Okay, that's not good. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, this might help a little bit. Okay, there's some light. There we go. Okay. See, down. Am I going the right way?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Ah.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. Okay, I won't go down that way yet. Like I said, I'm going to follow the instructions in this ending. For this ending. For this episode. Can I? I think that you can walk up stuff and then fall down. Maybe that's in Ultra Deluxe. Oh wait, no, it's in this one, I guess. Oh, I almost did it. I felt me do it. I'm gonna try and do that. I saw this one thing where it happened, and now I want to do that because it seems really funny. Ooh. There we go. I almost said I just too fast. I fell off again. Let me try this one more time, and then I'll just press the button. I want to do that funny thing because it'd be funny. Let me press the button first.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Aha! There we go. Made it. Ready? And... I think I just soft locked myself. I think that is I think that is an Ultra Deluxe thing. I just soft locked myself. Well, that's fine. So, I'll pause the recording again, and I'll see you guys once I make it back here. Guys, we have a problem. There's a problem. So it turns out this changed. I don't know how much it affects it, but it changed. I think it only affects this one part. Either way, we're brought right up here.
Stanley came to a set of two open
So I guess I'll head back to that
that
mind control facility. I thought that was lettuce for a second. That is just a leaf. All right, well, let's head back over there.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
All right,
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
let's head
Stanley
further
decided to
down.
go
I
up
can't
to his
sprint. That
boss's
makes me very
office,
sad, but I can
hoping he might
crouch
find an answer.
using
Coming to a
control.
staircase, Stanley walked
All right,
upstairs
so let's
to
just
his
speed run
boss's
this way
office.
back. And
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
oh no.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
See, this is why this is why I think this is a great game. I forget that the narrator is very picky with stuff.
Feeling soothed
There we go.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly moved forward into the opened passageway.
Yep. There we go. All right. Well. Well. Let's head back down there and have it take forever to load, right? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, here we go. And loaded. Okay. This way. Again.
Stanley walked straight ahead
Mind control
to the large
facility.
door that read, "Mind
We're not going
Control
down that way
Facility."
yet, though. No, not yet. So let's go back in the mind control facility and not get ourselves soft locked like I did last time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
What's that?
secret did
Huh.
this place hold? Stanley thought.
Is
to
that up there? I'm
himself.
not sure.
Did he have the strength to find out? Now, the
Oh,
monitors jumped
wait.
to life.
Oh,
Their
hold on.
true
Where's mine?
names
Where's mine?
revealed.
There we are.
The
Guys, here we are.
number of an employee in the
Look,
building,
there's our office right there.
Stanley's co-workers,
Nice.
the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah. Really 1984 right here, isn't it? It doesn't sound like that. I don't like that. Fired. Oh no, they got fired. Employee 601 it would be, I think. No, how come they got fired? I wonder why.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Yep, I'm gonna jump
Had
off the edge here.
Stanley really been
Oh,
under
okay.
someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he
Got
truly
some pipes around
spent
us.
his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
What?
As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
There's
human
three.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I don't know what those buttons do. 5. This is it over here. What? Hmm. It's over here. I don't know where I'm going. Whoa. That's a big screen. See, this is what I want to play Retro Bowl on, guys.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, I super badly want to press on, but I already said I want to follow the instructions for this first episode. I'm going to press off. And in the next episode, I'll follow the same path, except for I'll press on. And I literally do not know what will happen if I press on. I know a few of the endings, but I don't know most of them. This one I do know. So. What happened? Oh, wait, no, I know what happened. Why am I saying this? You wait, can't tell.
Blackness.
Oh, okay.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power.
Hey, look, we got power lines.
Seeking.
Treetops, more power lines.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No
There's a shed
longer
over
would
there.
anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I don't wanna. Oh,
Stanley
man.
felt the cool breeze
I
upon
wanted to
his
see the
skin,
building.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Alright, well. And now... Yep. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is loading. Never the end. Yep, that checks out. Well, and now we're back to the beginning. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. I will have another episode of Retro Bowl out for you guys tomorrow. Which will be, let's see. Yeah, that'll be Tuesday. So today is Monday, and oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the
Hold on.
pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told
Um,
what to do. Now it's just
uh,
a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
what? Okay, I actually don't know that. I did not know that was an ending. What? Um, okay, well, that happened. Anyway, so I'm recording this on Sunday. I'll have it set to you guys for Monday. Um, and then Tuesday I'll have a Retro Bowl episode. I'm not recording that on the same day as Sunday. On this, I'll record that tomorrow, Monday. Anyway, yeah. So that's. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of this, the Stanley Parable, and tell me which endings you guys want to see, and whichever ones I see the most of. Should probably be only like one comment. Um, I will do that one. Anyway. Hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all later.